hold the front page. People didn't like my Dolly Parton rant. They're not going to like this. Elvis Presley is a paedophile.
No, I don't think you should say it as directly as that. I think there are accusations that he's a paedophile.
No, he had repeated relationships with 14-year-old girls at the age of 22.
Really?
What is the definition of a paedophile?
Well,
This was always known. He married Priscilla. He was
Presley when she was like 30.
yeah,
And didn't he get engaged to her when she was 14?
headlines in the Daily Mail. Not my headline, but headlines in the Daily Mail. A new book coming out suggesting that Elvis Presley was a paedophile.
There you go, suggesting. So let's wait and read the stories.
What do you think, guys? There are a lot of people who've had, from a different era, sex with people who were too young. Does it matter that it was then and things have changed? Does it matter? I think if you've done it, you shouldn't have done it.
From Iran to Venezuela, Syria and Ukraine.
So loudly.
In a host of topics, Iran didn't even get top
Horrible
mention.
news in the
Certainly no
background,
real
but she's
assurance
just
from
fine.
Mike
Got up early this morning. I've just done my Lucy Wyndham read. Mark is full. What's his bloody name?
Joe
Jesus
Wicks.
Christ. Mark's just calling him Jesus
the
Christ
Messiah.
for short. The Messiah. Come on then. Let's see you, baby.
Right.
Is that his ring bell we can hear in the background? That's so funny. I keep thinking the door's going, but it's Joe Wicks' door. That's hilarious. I just did that move. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. Punch harder. Punch someone's face in.
I don't know what I've become, guys. I'm sitting at the table having done a workout for the 5th day in a row, eating a bowl of bircher, and I'm about to take the Messiah's vitamin and nutritional pills. Do you think you have to insert it up your bum? Maddie,
Yes.
look at my eyebrow. Can you pull out the white hair?
What, by hand?
Yeah, you can do it.
Hang on, wait, no, I'm pulling a bunch. Wait.
Don't pull them all out.
I just curled it like you do when you...
Oh!
No.
Wrong one!
No, not the wrong one, it just like curls
It's
up.
made of iron. It's like a superhero eyebrow hair. Titanium eyebrows.
You're gonna need a tweezer.
Gonna need a bigger boat. They're so hard. Sometimes I rub my eye.
It's been like
Sometimes I rub my eye and I cut my fingers on my eyebrow hair.
like wire.
It's like iron wool.
What did we do for home time yesterday? We were in the park.
We're
so
if
confused
I'm
with our
brutally
days.
honest, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I've been editing Green Fingered Hells, I've been editing vlogs, I don't know if we're in the weekend vlog, we're in home time, I don't know if we're in a podcast, I don't know what bloody hell's going on.
Right, look, look guys, this is Mark's Joe Wicks dinner today. Oh God, somebody at work today who's been following us, she was saying, oh, how's your husband getting on with the Joe Wicks? Because she was saying her friend did it. She was a woman. She said she was the most chaotic eater. She was really, really overweight.
Yeah.
She said she did the full 90 days. She said it's completely transformed her. She said it's incredible.
Oh, good.
So she said, so tell your husband. Thank you, you see, I'm telling him. So that'll give good encouragement.
Yeah. I have struggled today, if I'm honest. I've really struggled.
Yeah, but you had a really good workout.
I didn't come off the I had the same snack. I had the right snacks. I've drunk water.
Good. So look here.
I had only 2 coffees, but I wanted hundreds of
guys.
coffees.
Look at the amount of rice. Only 60 grams.
It's not a lot, is it?
Yeah, but I suppose it's because you had a carby breakfast. So look,
But
just tahini. Last time when I made this, Mark, I roasted the veg, but I figured you were really hungry, so I just steamed it. Okay, so we just stir that up. Let's give you a bit more broccoli.
I must admit, I do like tahini.
You never used to like it.
No, is tahini the core constituent of hummus?
What gives a lot of flavour.
Yeah. What is tahini?
Tahini is just sesame seeds
Sesame seed juice.
pasted.
Is it
Yeah.
sesame seed juice? The juice of a sesame seed, or 8 million.
So, do you want to go out and get out what's in the oven? Looks delish.
Oh, okay.
Not one. But 2
Ooh.
salmon steaks.
I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
It's a result, isn't it?
So you won't be hungry tonight. Oh, look at all the fat that's come out of there. It's all come out of that
Was
fish.
it?
Yeah.
You could cook
I didn't put any
something
fat in it.
Fish fat. Yummity yum yums. Thank you. Oh, and that vital good. That's such a key thing that you do that. That just makes it go from just ordinary to special.
It's the little layers of things that take something from delicious to sublime.
Yeah, that's what I say about filmmaking and editing. It's the little layers of details that people don't actually notice, but if you didn't put them in, everyone would have noticed they weren't there. Oh,
Now, that's not strictly Joe Wicks, but it's the teeniest amount, and I just think it adds a little bit of extra crunch. There you go.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Go, darling. I need to.
And tonight, unlike last week when we were going to sit down to watch The Virtues, and we sat down to watch The Virtues, and The Virtues went on,
We are actually.
we are
gonna watch
sitting down
Virtues.
to watch The Virtues tonight.
But
And
this will be beyond that, but you can still check
we're about
out
to
the
do the
review.
time travel thing, yeah. So you, by the time you see us telling you that, you'll have seen our live review. I met my brother today. That's all that's left of him. I reckon my brain probably is about that size, don't you? It's probably that colour.
No, you've got brain the size of a planet.
It looks like a small planet if you do that.
I'm on Ideal World tomorrow, but this won't be. You won't be seeing this. But you can watch it on catch up on Ideal World. Talking all about.
Oh, look at us. We look
My
kind of
hair.
almost nice. I'm going to take a photo. Let's do one of those. I never feel that happy when I smile like that.
Just eat before I take it.
Have
So
you-
This is the hard time of night, isn't it? It's like now I could have, like, I just want to have like a banana or something, but
I've had
if I have
everything.
a banana, that's pure carb just before I go to bed, where I'm going to lie down and not burn it off.
I've had everything and I'm really, really struggling right now. My
No,
stomach
you
is...
mean you've had everything you were allowed. You haven't had
Yes.
everything. You've been good. You look so much slimmer though.
No, I know, but I'm
I love this
starving.
top on you.
Thank you. Have you seen the appalling news in Alabama that the most restrictive abortion law is about to be signed by the governor of Alabama?
Do you know what?
About to be signed. I don't know if it's actually been signed yet.
I can't actually believe it.
Well, I can.
Even in cases of rape
Yes.
or incest,
Only if the mother's life is in jeopardy will there be exceptional causes for abortions.
what would happen if a doctor did perform
I'm
on
pretty
because he...
certain I heard on the radio today that there are people lobbying for the death penalty to be enacted against
No.
anyone who enacts an abortion. It's seen as death. It's seen as murder. It's seen as... Now, I mean, obviously, lots of people have different opinions on abortion. And there are the pro-lifers, is that what people are called?
And I think, you have to sympathise
respect
with
an
people
opinion,
that truly believe that and believe that it's wrong. You have to respect that, and it must be very, very painful
Yeah.
if you believe that.
I've never really
Well-
got my head around the fact that there are some militant anti-abortioners who go to the lengths of almost killing people to protect life. I don't understand how it isn't all life. And I also don't understand how the life of the mother becomes subservient to the life. It's a curious one. How obviously in the best situation you want to preserve all life where you can, but you surely it's got to be the choice of the mum. I mean, I've been brought up by a lesbian feminist mother who took me on not on pro-abortion marches. They'd always make the point we're on a pro-choice march. We have the choice. It's not that everyone should or everyone can or could or would. Pro-choice, and I think that's the point. It's like, what is wrong with choice? If we're in a democracy, why do you not have the democratic choice as to what to do over your body?
I do worry about the world. In lots of ways, it feels like we're going backwards in the world.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
It really does. I feel...
Especially when you see certain people on telly saying it's like rule Britannia and we're the empire and all that sort. It's very odd. It's a very odd time.
Yeah.
It's a very, very
It's
odd
unsettling.
time. It's unsettling.
Very
It's kind of like, haven't we
unsettling.
all grown up and done all that stuff?
What makes me laugh?
Didn't we
though,
do
is,
all of that
have you
ages
ever
ago?
heard that interview with Trump when he was being a Democrat before he decided
He was
a
pro-choice.
Republican? And he was pro-choice.
He was totally pro-choice.
And now, because it doesn't suit him, because
Because
his
he needs-
fan base
yeah.
in America are more likely to be pro-life, he's totally changed his tack.
What do you think, guys? I mean, obviously, there are laws and there are rules that babies and fetuses, after a certain point, I do think there needs to be a weekly limit. Do you believe that?
Oh, God, of course.
I mean, there has to be. So, if life can exist beyond a certain point. But the strongest anti-abortion lobby is in America, that's for sure. And there
will we be in a situation where Americans will be having to travel abroad to have terminations?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can't have an abortion in Alabama,
you go to another county.
The border and go to another state.
I think you can, but I think they're looking to have some kind of system whereby even that's frowned upon or not allowed.
So you know what? Again, it will hit the hardest. Poor people.
The poor.
People that can't travel. People that might not even be able to look after that child that they don't want.
And the other thing is that people always assume that having an abortion is just like a lifestyle choice. Very few women go into the process of having an abortion who haven't agonised over the decision. And that's the bit that really used to drive my mum nuts, which is like, don't you think these women have been through enough getting to this point, let alone them being made to feel guilty? Do you not think guilt subsumes a woman even when she has an abortion and has made the right decision? Do you know what I mean?
Subsumes?
Yeah.
Never heard that word. Say it again.
Subsumes. Anyway, that was the big news story today, coming over from America. Well, I wonder what Maddie thinks of it. Madalushka, what do you make of this? What do you make of this Alabama ruling to outlaw abortion?
Ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, isn't it?
Absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, I think there's even rumours suggesting that if you were a doctor who does an abortion procedure, you might face the death penalty.
I'm sorry. That is so stupid.
Well, it's so counterintuitive because you're protecting the life of a baby, but then you're killing someone.
So yes, you're doing exactly what you made abortion illegal.
Yeah.
For.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it, to be honest.
It does
Because
worry me.
reproductive rights are human rights, so it should be down to the woman what they want to do.
Absolutely right. And I was just saying, if we live in a democratic world, surely
I don't agree when abortion's used as a form of contraception. So if they just have sex, without protection and do it because they got.
Yeah.
I don't agree with someone if they're doing it for that reason.
But
if it's serious circumstances or it's something you didn't want and accidentally happened, then it's just ridiculous.
Well, I was just saying, it's not as if any woman's going to make the decision lightly.
Yeah.
I mean, the majority, you're right, there is going to be...
It's not an easy thing.
Yeah.
It's not an easy decision.
No, exactly. And you've got things like the morning after pill to resolve that sort of regular... it's not like you're going to regularly have abortions as a way of...
So what have they said about women if they're raped and stuff?
The only circumstances in which it will be allowed is if there's jeopardy to the woman's life.
So if it could kill the woman.
If it could kill the woman. Yeah.
So not
then they'll only consider it.
So not if they were raped.
No.
Theoretically not. Isn't that crazy? Crazy.
So unfair.
What do you think, subs? Give us your opinions.
Because I don't want to sound like that person, but how they're saying you're practically killing a life. I mean, the baby just doesn't know that that's what's happened to it. I personally don't think it, because people are like, it's just as bad as if you killed a human being.
No, but I do respect people that
It's
think
usually
like that.
religious orientated. It's usually faith orientated.
I respect that, and that's why everyone should have the choice within their own beliefs.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is people making the decision for other people.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's anyone else's business.
To play devil's advocate, if you passionately believe that that is a soul and that it's murder, then you can see why you would feel compelled to make a stand and try and convince people of your way of thinking if you really believe it.
Yeah, but I haven't seen many people go at it in a nice way.
That's the thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. There you go. Out of the mouths of the younger generations.
Yeah. What's that? What is it? Is there a mouse in there?
No.
You're always tucking a sweet.
I'm so bad.
This is going to be another one of your awful presents. I can feel it in my water. Always make us Kiki's asleep. midnight.
Giving you bought curtains that are too short. You should thank me for that.
Thank you, darling. It's very thoughtful.
My solution.
Thank you. Don't have too many throats.
Oh, no, I just need to...
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Night.
Night.
Can I watch American Horror Story?
Okay.
Night.
Best present yet.
Hey.
Best present yet.
I knew it would be. Okay, it's home time. Nads is with our dear friend Lisa. They've got a big event happening on Ideal World tonight. So I'm home with the kids and Stephen, who's become like an adoptive kid. He's my eldest son. Just doing a little sortie down to the shops.
So, home time for me today is not at home. It's at my, you know Lisa. The subs know you, Lisa. Say hello, Lisa. Hi. And look, this is Lisa's. Do you remember when we did all the puppy? We showed you all that lovely puppy bear. Look, this is... Ah! Oh my God! Oh my God! Ah! Okay, that was a nice friendly moment. How old is little bear now? Say hello, Bear.
Old.
Oh, he's lovely. Say hello to Toffee and Chi-Chi. Say hello.
A lot of you have been commenting, yes, I need to have a haircut, and I am thinking of taking you into my barbers and deep in the heart of Soho, the Wacky Barbers. Unfortunately, my 7-foot Amazonian Kiwi rollerblading barber hairdresser lady is no longer there, tattooed from head to foot, but some of the other guys are. But yeah, so it's going to be a different one tonight. I'm trying to catch up to speed. I've been very busy with work, so I've been trying to catch up on editing the green-fingered hells that we've been promising you, and there's a lot of material there, so I'm trying to wade through that.
So Sarah and I are off to Ideal World this afternoon.
Sarah?
Oh, why did I say Sarah?
Did you say Sarah?
I don't know anyone called Sarah.
Sarah?
Oh my God, why did I say Sarah?
You've been cheating on me with a Sarah.
Lisa, I'm worried when things like that happen with my brain. Why have I called you Sarah?
No, you.
I never say the word Sarah. I don't know anyone called Sarah.
I don't know anyone called Sarah.
God, Lisa, I'm literally scared. That was a rewiring in my brain. Why did I say Sarah?
Oh, stop looking into it.
I was listening, though, incidentally, and I'm sure they might have a chat about this. I was listening earlier today to a radio piece about red lipstick, the origins of red lipstick, and I've delved into it a little bit. And given my rather sensationalist comments, which caused a bit of upset on our relationship podcast, I can't remember which one it was, a couple of podcasts back, where for me as a young boy, for me the symbol of red lipstick was one of not sluttiness, but provocativeness. It wasn't something just done for women. It was done definitely to allure men and suggestive of maybe a bit of a loose woman. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm not saying all my daughters wear red lipstick, Nadia wears red lipstick. It's not what I think of women. But we were talking about what red lipstick, the connotations of red lipstick. Anyway, there was a program on the radio, and the history of red lipstick is actually quite interesting. And I was wondering whether we should do some little historical, when I say historical, I mean like really snappy, fast and fun little social histories of little weird things like the story of lipstick or the story of the bikini, because when you examine these things, they're actually quite intriguing.
Look at this mug Lisa's just given me. Not Sarah, because Sarah's not here.
Sarah's just.
Can you see it? I was back to front. I love that when I'm with you, I don't have to pretend I'm a nice person. That shit's exhausting. I love that. Anyway, yeah. So we are off to Ideal World to do with Sarah, and Sarah's gonna do my hair and makeup and just generally keep me entertained. Because Sarah is one of my favourite people in the whole world.
So I'm just going down the road, getting some drinks, getting a couple of ice creams, because I just like to treat the girls to an ice cream now and then when it's sunny. I think when the sun comes out, ice creams need to come out too. And so, yeah, and I'm going to be editing away on Green Fingered Hell. I'm also going to be watching, there is a documentary on tonight called Psychosis of Me, I think. So I'll be watching that, and depending on the time, and depending whether I've got the time, and depending on whether the girls don't need me and all that malarkey, and whether I'm still actually awake, because if I'm honest, the last 2 days have been really tough on the Joe Wicks. I'm really struggling. I'm hungry. I haven't taken in as much water as I should have done. And there's a sort of wildness at the edges of me at the moment, just in terms of just a bit jangly. I'm a bit jangly at the edges. I'm a little bit jangly. Just a little bit mangly. Oh, mangly, that's a good word, isn't it? Jangly when you're a man. Mangly.
I bet you are all thinking, subs, how can Sarah bear to be friends with you when she's clearly such a tidy person?
Oh, no.
Her house is always like this. Always. Immaculate. I want to be her.
It's not. Trust me, look. I'll show you.
Show me something rubbish.
I'll show you a cupboard.
Show me a cupboard.
I'll show you a cupboard just to make her feel better.
This is for me. This is for me.
Look, messy.
Oh, now I'm feeling more at home. Okay, I feel a bit better now. Isn't her home beautiful? Look, she's got so many lovely things. I love it here.
And it was a beautiful evening. If you're watching this, get out in the sun. I hate that. Didn't you hate it when your well, it wasn't my parents, it was my grandparents, say, come on, it's a beautiful day, we're going for a walk. The last thing I wanted to do ever as a kid was go for a walk.
Oh, Bear. Bit of balls licking. Lick it. All right.
New
I say
flavours.
boom, 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 let everybody say wayo.
New flavours.
Chocolate and cookies.
Check it out.
That's when you say wayo.
She's going to get a
White
boom
chocolate
boom.
and cookies.
White chocolate and cookies. Chi-chi. And guess what I've got you? Sausages.
That's mental, thank you.
No.
Oh, just look at that. So this house is just in the middle of the woods. Oh my God. Well, Jill. Anissa, I'm a little bit.
That's new. Not seen that.
The glue sniffers have been in. Showing the subs all of this, and they're all going to be going, where is that? It's up where I am near where we used to film EastEnders, L Street, Bournemouth, South Mims. Just
In Hertfordshire.
it's so much cleaner. Ah! This is so funny. Bear was just waiting to roll in that big horse shit. You're as bad as Chi-Chi with her fox poo. Aren't you? Hey? Oh, it's just disgusting and green and yucky. Bear!
Is it green?
Bear! Come on. He's a good boy then. He's a good boy. Hey? So, here is my lovely friend Sarah, that you know very well.
He's Sarah from
It's
earlier.
Sarah from earlier. And I don't know if any of you remember, or any of you saw the podcast that Mark and I did the other week when we were talking about red lipstick. And Mark said some really pretty outrageous stuff, but it was good because he was being honest. And basically he was saying, because of what's been sort of fed insidiously to him from a young boy about what red lipstick means, you know, like young boys say, oh, red lips, you know, you're up for it, you're this. I'm trying to move around so we don't have the sun all in our faces. That's better. And he said, you know, he really, really hates red lipstick, and that it makes him feel a certain way, and it always feels, he knows he shouldn't, but it makes him feel like, oh, is that a bit of a slapper thing? And except he didn't use that word. And then today there was a thing on Radio 4, Woman's Out, all about a book that has been brought out, which is all about the history of the red lipstick. Can you believe there's a whole book about it? But anyway, obviously Sarah, Lisa, Mark and I are very good friends, and Lisa came on social media after she'd seen this clip with him saying about it. She went, oh my God, I wear red lipstick all the time, what do you think? So I thought I'd ask you, what do you think of red lipstick? Go on, Lisa, what does red lipstick mean? Because Mark doesn't understand.
Well, when you said that and you said Mark feels like that, I instantly felt, oh my God, does he think that I'm a slapper? Do I go around shaking everyone? Don't think you're allowed to say that, anyway. And just instantly felt, oh my God, well, I should take it off when I go round then. Then I thought, actually, no, I'm not, because this is me.
Yeah.
And years before, when I was married to Carlos, and
She's
the
still married to
50s
Carlos, by the way.
I'm still married, actually. Look, years before, and I was younger, and I had the red lips and the 50s look and the flicks and everything was really.
And did
really
he love your red
cool,
lipstick?
and he loved it, and I loved it. More importantly, me rather than other people. And
is that because it makes you? It's like, see, when I see women with red lipstick, I think, oh God, super confident, and it, you know, just really like, you know, confident in themselves. I mean, Maddie wears red lipstick, and I love it. She's got beautiful lips, and I think she just looks amazing with red lipstick. Is that what it does? I mean, is that why you put it on?
I put it on because I like it. I like it's red with a hint of orange, so
She's very makeup artist.
It's a little bit more softer to the older face. So if I have bright red lipstick on, then I do instantly look really old. But if you add a little orange to it, then it's got a little different tone to it, and it's nicer. But you know, I feel I'm not complete without my glasses. Take my glasses off. Oh, it's not Lisa. Oh, there's Lisa. And I've got my lips, and that's sort of me. And I feel like, you know, I can go out and conquer the world. Being a makeup artist, if I do somebody's makeup, which really makes me laugh, is I say, oh, how would you like your makeup? And they're instantly drawn to my lips, as if saying, well, I don't want that. You know, and I just start laughing because I know what they're thinking, and they're looking at my lips going, well, I'd like it really natural. And I just say, well, you won't want red
Something
lips
to
like
match my
this.
tones.
Can I have a little natural? And they instantly think, being a makeup artist, that you're going to give them the same face as you, and you're not. But each individual person is amazing, and I think when I see a red lip on a young girl, old girl, I just think, wow, you go.
Good for you. There you go, Mark. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I can just hear that Mark, when he's watching this footage, is going, what can I do with that light in the back? No, in the dark. We can't see your faces. But I knew we were coming to the end of the tunnel. There we are.
I've got a bone to pick with that spa woman in Cornwall, and Nadia. I've got a spa to pick, a bone to pick. And I'll tell you why. I've got a bone to pick. Because I put my hand up my shirt today to scratch my chest because it was so itchy. And as I did it, I was like, what the hell is that? And I'd completely forgotten I'd had my chest waxed. And as I felt around it, it felt like the unshaved chin of a 15-year-old boy. So I'm going to just show you. And I've got an outbreak of spots. I have become a prepubescent teenager courtesy of that chest waxing. It has left my chest looking devoid of any masculinity. The little masculinity that's coming through is accompanied with spots. That's not what I bought into. I didn't think I was going to have to. And it's thicker. The hair is thicker. When I drag my fingers across my chest, it makes a scratching sound. And the other thing is, it's so itchy.